Looking straight ahead, Mark brought Jim Rohn on board full-time.
The only deterrent to becoming successful in Herbalife is simply self-imposed limitations.
With no limitations on Mark or any of the distributors, all the top bonus winners from around the world came to Los Angeles to celebrate Herbalife's 7th anniversary. From the Wiltern Theater, the event was broadcast live via satellite on 3 continents. The message remained the same as always: the dream, the product, and the opportunity. The 8th anniversary was celebrated in style, with Mark giving away a Rolls-Royce to the #1 distributors live on stage in San Antonio, Texas. Then it was off to the United Kingdom for a celebration fit for a king at London's Royal Albert Hall. Next, it was Sydney, Australia, for a blazing affair at the Centrepoint Theatre, where New Zealand was officially welcomed into the Herbalife family. And finally, it was on to Toronto, Canada.
We stand on guard for
As the 80s came to a close, Japan, Israel, and close neighbor Mexico joined the family. Another Rolls-Royce went to the #1 distributors. And Europe opened their doors to Herbalife as the business moved into Spain. And while the whole world celebrated the fall of the Berlin Wall and the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe, a wave of hope swept Herbalife into the 90s. With 10 years of experience behind them, Mark and the distributors could look ahead and intensify their efforts to building the business, both locally and globally. The 90s started with a turn in fortune as the Herbalife European market expanded with the opening of France and Germany. And at home, a new program was launched, establishing new business and new leaders.
So what we're going to do now is present to you what you get in your brand new Diet Disc Program box.
Then you will be not only very happy, but you will make also a lot of money, like we are making right now, which is $40,290.67 in one single month.
1991 would change the course of history in Herbalife. First, the company took on a whole new look, and then Mark made a major change in the marketing plan. With the introduction of the 246, and by shifting the distributors' attention to their entire organization, sales increased, in some cases doubling incomes. Spain and France were challenging the U.S. for the #1 sales spot in the company. Portugal, the Czech Republic, Italy, and Hong Kong all came on board. Mark brought the world together in Long Beach to set the course for the year. The only thing missing from the Herbalife world now was that one product to capture the world's attention. And true to form, Mark had a surprise up his sleeve. The introduction of Thermogenics Green and Beige in 1992 was nothing less than incredible. In the first year alone, sales in the U.S. nearly tripled.
All you got to do is take one of these, 3 of those, twice a day at 10 and 3, and you lose weight like crazy.
The stage was set in Europe for a celebration unlike anything Herbalife had ever seen before. All countries joining hands in Paris, and then again in Barcelona, changed Herbalife in Europe forever. To this day, those who attended the extravaganza in Barcelona recall those days in February as 3 days that changed their lives. Italy was on the move, and the Netherlands was welcomed into the Herbalife family. In 1993, worldwide sales leapt from $405 to $700 million. Herbalife was on track to become a billion-dollar business. And the leaders met in Maui and in Cannes to meet the task. By mixing fun with business, Mark set up a whole new plan for the future. In 1994, Argentina and Venezuela became the first South American countries, and the Dominican Republic opened Central America. Poland, Denmark, Belgium, and Sweden were added in Europe, and the Philippines in the Pacific Rim. 13,000 distributors enjoyed Ray Charles and Natalie Cole at another incredible extravaganza.
And I'm so excited, really.
In the second year we did this job, this company paid us $1.16 million.
The party of the century went through the floor, creating the first annual Dom and Dom party, quite by accident. The next day, cruise with Hughes. Also this year, Mark began the Herbalife Family Foundation, dedicated specifically to helping children in crisis around the world. By far, the biggest event in Herbalife history was the worldwide extravaganza in Atlanta,
Let's let it rip!
where 35,000 distributors from 6 continents gathered together to launch personal care.
Nutrition for the inside and now dermagetics for the outside.
Adding personal care to an already unbelievable product line, Dermagetics was quickly on its way to a record $100 million in its first year. Then,
we're going to start the new Herbalife television network that's going to come right across your TV set, and there's the TV guide.
now, distributors could introduce their guests to all the best the company had to offer right from their own homes. Just a few months later in Paris, the 6 fragrances of Videssance were launched with a live worldwide HBN satellite broadcast that also served as the official opening of Russia.
We're going to be going, we're going to go right now to the Red Square. Hello, Mark. How are you doing?
Also joining Herbalife this year were Taiwan, Austria, Switzerland, Brazil, South Africa, Finland, and Norway.